What's going on? What's going on? Um, I had to make this live right quick. It's not. I don't think it's gonna be long, but I was actually on Kevin Samuels live, and he asked the question: Is twerking classy? So he didn't want me on his show. He wanted females to call in, which is all good, man. It's all love. You know what I'm saying? But um, when it comes to you know the sexual nature of things and culture, yeah, man, that's my category. You know what I'm saying? That's what I can speak on. Some of the other things he speaks about I can't speak on, but when it comes to the sexual nature of things, yeah, man, that's my jungle. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, let's get into it, man. He didn't want me on. A lot of ladies called into his show and they had a lot of valid points, but none of them said the points that I have. But people don't have knowledge, man. But when it comes to me, I've been researching sex for a long time. You know what I'm saying? From forever. You know what I'm saying? Since slavery up until now. No lie. But when it comes to is twerking being classy, if we're talking about class and elegance and is it acceptable if you go into a black and white event? Nah, I would definitely say no. But mostly black and white events that I've went to, um, there's really no dancing. If anything, there's ballroom dancing or something like that. But I haven't seen a lot of dancing in those environments. Um, Even if we sit up here and say like, uh, what was another one? It was a video I was watching where an older guy was dancing with a younger girl. That was like a suit and tie event, and she had a dress on, but it was like a slow type dance. But it was sexual because he's dipping her in between the legs and everything. But when it comes to twerking, there's a time and place for it. But it's like if you're at a wedding, is there going to be twerking? Yeah, it's culturally acceptable, definitely. As far as class, I would say no, but it's only so much you can do in those settings. You can't be on the dance floor just kissing out. You don't do those things. Um, as far like, and here's the thing: twerking, it's been around for a couple decades. I don't know when it came out, but it didn't get culturally acceptable until white girls started doing it. I'm just putting some paint where it ain't. Now you have schools where white girls are twerking, you have twerk competitions, and when you see these videos on YouTube, the whole room is white. Now you have Asians, they want to get into it. So, can we say all these girls are trash because they want to learn how to twerk? No, we can't say that because it's just the time and era of 2020 and in the new 2000s where twerking is just common. It's just a common thing. If you were to go to a concert, like I said, a wedding, a barbecue, hell, even maybe a block party, it's gonna be twerking. That's just the way it is. They put on that Meg Thee Stallion body yachty. It's gonna be some twerking. The young kids are just gonna twerk. The 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds, they're gonna twerk. Just like back in the day, he said, "Well, did you ever see your grandmother, your knows people twerking?" Maybe they did. They just didn't call it twerking. But did they shake that rump shaker? Yeah, they did. You know what I'm saying? In the 90s, yeah. Baby Got Back? Yeah. If you want to go back further, where do you want to go? Some of the things that was out back then, if we go back to the 70s, some of those outfits the older generation didn't like. When they had the midriff, they had the belly showing and things of that nature. Belly dancing is a sexual dance. The older people didn't like it. Belly dance has been out forever, for centuries, but that was a sexual dance. They got the little veil and shit going on, and the little cymbals and tambourines, whatever it's called. It was a very enticing sexual dance. When it comes to twerking, shit, they're twerking in cartoons. I got one cartoon right here. I'm pretty sure everybody knows about it. Symbionic Titan. Triangle has two congruent. Hold on. Shake it, bake it, booty quake it. And this girl is twerking. She's shaking that thing. And this is a children's cartoon on Cartoon Network. I mean, it's a little old and outdated, but it's on Cartoon Network. So it's getting more culturally accepted. That's just the way it is. Times is changing. You got to sit up here and move along with the times. I know I'm looking a little scruffy right now. Excuse the appearance. But that's just the way it is. Like I said, when we talk about back in the day, and we talk about dances, maybe like the twist or whatever it is, or maybe even the Tootsie Roll. Tootsie Roll's a little newer than the twist, but some of those dances people didn't like. They didn't want you to be close to each other. You know, they want distance. You know, they didn't want people grinding on. Even when I was going to prom, no, that was a little bit. Probably I was around, say, like the 90s when prom was taking place. They didn't want people, you know, they wanted arm length, you know, arm length apart. They didn't want the girls grinding up on the boys and that nature. That was back then. That wasn't 2020s. So what era are we talking about? So, all right, we want to go a little older, right? We can go older if you want to. Some of those dances, when we talking about, we can go back to the 1920s when we had flappers. That was a sexual dance. If you don't believe me, we can look it up right now. It wasn't like twerking, but for that time period, it was like, yeah. It was seemed as a sexual dance. Just like pole dancing. 30 years ago, you couldn't get a woman on a pole. That was degrading. But now you have, it's like Zumba. That's what it's like. Hold on, let me see. People ain't gonna be doing the foxtrot and the tango. People not doing all that. I'm sorry, it's taking me a little. Oh, here it is right here. Hopefully I can pull up the exact. And this is on history.com, so hold on. All right, here it is right here. Oop. Sorry, I got the flash on. It says flappers of the 1920s were young women known for their energetic freedom, embracing a lifestyle viewed by many at the time as outrageous, immoral, downright dangerous. Now considered the first generation of independent American women, flappers pushed barriers in the economic, political, and sexual freedom for women. That's what it says. So if a woman was dancing like a flapper today, would we sit up here and say, oh my goodness, what is she doing? No, baby girl, you can't be doing that. No, we wouldn't say that. But back then, you would have guys in suits going out to a bar. What was a bar? It was a restaurant. But they they was drinking. They smoked inside. You can't even smoke inside these days. So they'd be smoking inside. There would be a stage. A girl will go up there. She'll be dancing in her flapper dance, and the shimmy, whatever she was doing. And then you also had topless dancers. That was just common. You would you go to a restaurant nowadays and see a topless dancer or a topless barmaid walking around? No, unless you're in the strip club, but that was just common back then. It was just class and etiquette. Even smoking, that was considered upper echelon at that time and period. But now we're in the 2020, twerking is going to be common. Not necessarily ballroom etiquette, but yes, it's going to be common. Listen, moving forward to the future, we're just going to get more and more ridiculous. Pretty soon, walking around butt naked is going to be common. I could just see it. Pretty much, they just be walking around butt naked. It's already happening. Girls just walk around with pasties on their nipple and walk around braless and shirtless. So it is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. Is that classy? No. Is it going to be common? Probably. And here's the thing: when we talk about culture, if we have 300 something million Americans, if half the population is cool with it, or 3/4 of the population are okay with it, majority rules. That's just the way things are. We can't stop what's already here. Every generation is going to have their expression and their dance and what they want to do. We're going to be, at one point in time, we're going to be the old cronies like, no, that's unacceptable and they shouldn't do that. The younger kids are going to do what they're going to do. All we can do is coach them, give them lifestyle advice, and that's the way it is. But I'm not going to give an excuse. Like I said, I'm not going to give an excuse for doing it at an inappropriate time. No, I can't give you that one. But I will say, if she was at an appropriate place, and even if it was a wedding and she wanted to twerk, I would see nothing wrong with it. If the music came on and you was at a wedding, a concert, then yeah, I wouldn't see anything wrong with it. The We're not doing the electric slide anymore. We're not doing the excuse me, coronavirus. We're not doing the what's the other one? The electric slide was one, and it was another one. I can't remember it. But whatever these songs are, I said the electric slide, the cha-cha slide. We're not doing the cha-cha slide anymore. We're not doing electric slide anymore. We're not doing, well, I guess people are still doing that other one, the cowboy boogie. But if trust me, weddings are for the ladies. If the wife wants to put on Meg Thee Stallion or Cardi B, it's going to be some rump shakers in there. Even if it's not. Twerking is just part of life. It's part of culture now. We can't do nothing to stop it. It just came more popular. Like I said, it's been out for a long time. Even the Dutty Wines and the Jamaican dance, that's been out for a long time. But since white people wanted to get it to do it, it started getting popular. Just like Miley Cyrus was twerking on the MTV Awards. You would never see that. And MTV is probably not the whitest music station, but one of the whitest music stations. If it was BET, they'd have been like, whatever. But MTV, If you know the history of MTV, you will know what I'm talking about. But seeing as Miley Cyrus was on there and she wanted to twerk and have twerk dances on MTV Music Awards, then yeah, that's how it got popular. Because before that, I didn't really see people doing it. We even have Asians doing it now. Now, let's be honest. And we have it on cartoons. I know it was on American Dad. I know it was Squidward was doing it on SpongeBob. And it was probably on a Family Guy too. So it's on TV. Ballroom etiquette? No. If she's wearing a dress and it's a suit and tie event, no. If it's a wedding, yes. But how many people really go to suit and tie events? How many young people? That's what I'll say. And some of the young ladies that, twerking, some of them just don't know how to twerk, that's all. Listen, here's the thing. Just like pole dancing and twerking, just like they have classes for it, they want to learn these moves. Why? Because they want to go home to their boyfriends or husband and show off these new moves. Nothing wrong with that. And then when she's getting married or whatever, I've seen white women from Colorado twerking. upper middle class white women twerking. So I don't know. I'm not too sure where the argument is. It's just a part of life now. It's just a part of culture. Just like flappers was, oh no, this is so horrible. And then it got normalized. Twerking's gonna be normalized. And then something else will come and take the place of twerking. Then we'll look at, oh well, twerking, people been twerking for years. Something else is gonna take its place. We don't know. Thank God that other dance didn't thank God that other dance didn't catch on, where the girl put her feet behind the dude's neck and she did some shit and threw the dude face into her butt. Luckily that didn't pass. Luckily that stayed where it was, in the trash. I seen people doing that. It tried to catch wind, never caught wind. And this is on the History Channel. Not everyone was a fan. Well, not everyone was a fan of women's newfound sexual freedom, and the public reaction was against flappers. That's what it says. It says Utah attempted to pass legislation on the length of women's skirts. It says it right. I ain't lying. Sorry, that flash is on. So just like how people are treating twerking just like they treated flappers in the 1920s. And I didn't even bring this up, but like I said, topless dancers and burlesque dancers, where they was dancing, and this was before 1920. Burlesque dancers, this was a little, like the French were a little bit more, they did what they did, but they come by with their skirts on, throw the skirts in the air, ruffles everywhere. What's the other dance? And then they would go topless. And it was I forgot the lady name. The popular actress or the popular dancer that did it. But burlesque dancers were topless. I did research on the whole sex movement, from black and white, where you would go to the theater in the black and white and you would flip through the images of naked women. Yeah, that was just normal. It didn't really get too crazy until New York, and it was just everywhere. Like, you literally walk down Times Square and it was just like sex here, sex there, sex there. And then somebody was like, hold on, man, we got to put a cap on this. Hold on, what's the My lives aren't as good as others. I gotta look things up. I gotta hold the phone at the same time. But it was another type of dance. Oh, that's not what I wanted to look up. But there was a show. I'm not too sure what it was called, but it was a show back in the day where a woman would be covered in balloons, and then she would pop them and dance and things of that nature. Then she would be nude underneath. Now, I don't know if you've seen it or not. I'm not too familiar with that style of dance, but I do remember seeing it. And I do remember it being brought up in history. What is it called? Oh, but burlesque balloon dance. That's what it's called. So it was a burlesque show. Oh yeah, there was a hula hoop one too. It was a bunch of them, just a bunch of vintage stuff that was sexualized. But we can't blame the young ladies of today for twerking, in the right setting, that is. Because if you remember, Betty Boop was the same way. It was the same thing. We're just in a modern era, that's all. I'm not going to say she's trash because she knows how to twerk. That's ridiculous. That doesn't make any sense. Not at all. If she's doing it in the middle of a mall, at a funeral, in a restaurant, yeah. I could give a damn if she was doing it at McDonald's. I say, hold on. Matter of fact, who's this person right here? Because this is the person I'm talking about. Sally O'Neal, I believe. And he said, he brought up, oh, well, movies back in the day, blah blah blah. They were new to back in the day in the movies. I don't know what he's talking about. What does he mean? No, I don't think it's Sally O'Neal. Because this person I'm talking about was French. No, this person was an actress. So it wasn't her. But anyway, I don't have time to look it up right now, but I just had to make a video for this. Because I don't think the ladies got a fair representation on it. A lot of people don't know their history, but when it comes to sex, I know my history. I'm here for it. You know, like I said, time and place for everything. I said that on my last live video when I spoke about Meg Thee Stallion and why everybody, why men are frustrated with it. If you want to learn how to twerk, if you want to learn how to pole dance, if you want to learn how to, I'm not going to say all the things, but if you want to hula hoop naked, that's cool, but it's a time and place. I'm here for it. You got to learn somehow. Like men, we want freaky sex. We want a woman that's somewhat knowledgeable, but how they going to learn? Who are they learning it from? They just at home just sucking on bananas all day? No. They learning it somehow. They went to some class, they talked to somebody, they tried it, and then they come to us. We say, whoa. I mean, I don't know what dude wants to sit up here and have a virgin and just teach her everything all the time. I know I don't. No, I'm not. I don't have time. I don't have that kind of time. I ain't got time to be sitting up there. Ooh, baby, no teeth. Ooh, ooh. I'm too old for that. Especially when I get older. No, I'm gonna need you to be the freak of the week, baby. Listen, don't ask, don't tell. I'm not worried about it. You here with me now. You dig. I'm not gonna worry about, listen, whatever you did in your college days, ain't none of my business. You here now. Somebody missed out. Somebody missing this. You dig. But anyway, man, I just wanted to make that live, man. I just wanted to make a reply on that Kevin Samuels video. But as far as, is she supposed to be twerking in a restaurant? Hell no. Hell no. Leave twerking for the bedroom. Leave twerking for the club. Leave twerking for, the wedding. Not during, not when she's walking up to the altar. I'm talking about the reception. Don't be twerking at the funerals. No. Twerk where it's appropriate. Men like twerkers. I don't know. What do you want her to do when she's in the bedroom? What kind of dance you want her to do? You want her to come down with the Santa baby, pop out the cake? I don't know what. What are you expecting? That would turn me off. The Santa baby. I'm like, whoa, get your old ass out of here. And that was another thing, like popping out the cake. You think that was appropriate at that time? When we talk about Marilyn Monroe, the White House, where are we going with this? Hold on. So I'm typing one hand, holding the phone in another hand. Hold on. Yeah, JFK and Marilyn Monroe. I'm just trying to get my history right. We know what was going on. What do we want? Look. Is this oh, damn, flash. Is this classy? Not at that time period. No, it wasn't. Will we be super like, oh my gosh, arrest that woman if we seen it now? No. Especially depending on where you live. I'm just giving it a. Just put some paint where it ain't. Not everybody has that rhythm and everything else going on. Not everybody has that. If we look at these twerk competitions, they got over 5 million views. What do we want to do? I was trying to look at this other video, but I don't know where it was. I swear, I'm gonna keep it real, ladies. I'm here for you on the twerking and the expression of dance. I'm here for you. I'm here for you on that. I don't think y'all do anything wrong when y'all twerk. I really don't. Because a lot of people want to imitate it, and I really think y'all got the short stick because black women have been doing it for so long, and now all of a sudden, all the other races of women want to twerk, and all of a sudden, now it's acceptable. I'm here for you on that. I'm here for y'all ladies on that. If I was ever on y'all side, I'm on y'all side for that. Because to me, I just feel like that's bullshit. How we sit up here and we have twerk competitions and people getting money for twerking. Now, here's the thing. When we make videos, sorry, I thought it was still up there. When we sit up here and we have this stuff, and we have twerk competitions, and it has whatever this is. One has 5.8 million views. Here's the thing, and that's another thing. We already. I'm not going to get into it because we already know about it. When companies steal black people dances. Oh yeah, we done already went over that. It's already videos out there for that. But see, this is my thing. We sit up here and we have these twerk. Look at this twerk contest. There's white girls up here and everything. This was 2016. So it's not that recent. Look, they got a twerk competition in Russia. I'm just looking at this. What is this? I don't know what this is. This got 1.6 million views, and it says Ali Lee twerk. I knew that flashlight was gonna come on. You know, street dance Grease, and everybody's clapping and everything else. So are we gonna say this girl is trash? I don't know. This is a worldwide thing now. But here's my thing: for these things to get over 5 million views, how much have this went but to black people? Because they get paid. When a video gets this many views, somebody's getting paid for it. You could pay ads. Look at this room. All these girls is white. It's one black girl in the back. What right here? That's the only one. Everybody else white or Latino. Maybe she might be Latino. I can't tell. But this is Italian twerk contest. But everybody in here is white. And I just feel as though, like I said, black girls got the short stick. Because I just feel as though it should be just as popular. I don't know what this is. It should be just as popular for black girls.
Are you an independent artist looking to connect with your biggest fans and make more?
What's up, YouTube?
Oh, this girl's just doing something else. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this live video because I feel like I came with my points. And Kevin, you got to have everybody get their points in. This one got 9 million. Best twerk contest. Got black girls and you got white girls. They twerking on white guys. This is on YouTube. So people getting paid for this. Man, this one got 16 million. So we can't sit up here and say one thing. It is what it is. I don't know what this is. They got so many different videos. I can't sit here and look at all of them. I know y'all getting tired. Like, we ain't really even saying nothing now. I know. But man, I'm just putting some paint where it ain't. You know, shout out to Kevin. He makes a good program. But as far as, look, European twerk contest, it is what it is. It is just now the new culture. It is what it is. Until something takes it over. I'm sorry, but if majority of the people aren't doing the tango, majority wins. It's sad to say, but it's true. Majority wins. There's nothing we can do about it. We just got to roll with the times. It's going to be a time where we're going to be old and gray, and all the girls that's twerking now, hell, I done seen people on Facebook with their little kids twerking. Now, that's trash. Got them little kids twerking. I done seen it in Hispanic culture. I done seen it in black culture, too. Where they got their little kids, and African culture, too. I don't know what they doing over there, but I seen it. I'm like, why is these little kids dancing like this? Don't make any sense. But just like in New Orleans, when New Orleans had bounce music and they first started coming out with videos, everybody was like, why they dancing like that? That's so trashy and blah, blah, blah. And this was, 2000, like 14 or 13 or something like that. Everybody was like, whoa, what is this? But it was on YouTube, and they was like, no, that's not right, and blah, blah, blah. But now everybody's doing it. Now it's a worldwide thing. So, I mean, if they want to imitate black people, or whatever the case may be, they're going to imitate black people regardless. Whether it's lingo, whether it's dance, whether it's whatever, whether it's the way we wear our clothes, they're going to do that anyway. So we can't say, if it's good or bad. They're going to do it. If we're all wearing suits, everybody's going to start wearing suits. Just like when we was all wearing jerseys, everybody was wearing jerseys. We was wearing FUBU, everybody was wearing FUBU. It's going to be, that imitation is going to come. They love to do it. They just like when we do things in America, they're going to do something in another country. Just to have that American appeal. It is what it is. That's just how the world spins. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this live, man. I just had to make a reply to that video, seeing as he didn't want me to get on his live and speak, but everybody has a camera. You know, I do have my channel too. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, man, so I can come with more videos. But I just had to put some paint where it ain't. Had to help the ladies out on y'all twerking. Because I don't feel as though it should be a negative thing for girls to twerk. Express yourself, release and go.